I had a friend in high school. His last name was the same as this great artist, John Singer Sargent. Every time I used to talk about this friend of mine, my dad would mention John Singer Sargent. I would just say such and such about so and so, and my dad would say John Singer Sargent, and then he would talk about the beautiful painting that he had fallen in love with, named Madame X, that he used to go and see, and he used to visit that painting as if he was visiting a friend. He said. So I never really connected that they might be related. Like, I don't even know to this day if they are related, but I was always just mildly curious. Since my dad mentioned him every time I mentioned this other guy, who's rather well known now as a pretty famous lawyer, I always wondered, are they related? And so, anyway, the other day I decided to do a sketch of John Singer Sargent, being that he is so famous and legendary for portraits. I didn't get a whole lot of inspiration by his face, and it doesn't really look anything like my friend, so I thought it's probably no relation. But then I did start drawing it, and I thought, oh, I do kind of see a little bit of a family resemblance here. I do. And so that was kind of cool. Now, I don't know if this friend of mine actually is a descendant of a relative of his. Perhaps John Singer Sargent could have been his long-lost uncle, long-lost cousin, something like that, which would not be all that strange, given how this person's life has gone, how blessed this person was. He was just accepted into Yale without any real struggle, where other kids that had the same grades and academic scores as him did not get into Yale. So I think maybe he was accepted in by legacy. And then I also would not be surprised if he was related, given that his family originated from Virginia area. And that's kind of the, same. It would be odd to have him turn up in a strange place like, the middle of nowhere, podunk Midwest, the way he did. But there was another friend of mine in this same town who also had a very famous great-grandfather. And so it could happen in a small podunk town, the descendants of these people or the relatives. It's possible.